excited to be back home. It's been a good stretch. We've been on the road, so we're excited to be back home. And got another big conference game coming off a good conference win on the road, which is always important, to go on the road, especially in your league, and win. So did some good things Saturday night, some things we can build on. And obviously we got to continue moving forward, getting better during the week so we can go play our best game on Saturday. You got a new team coming in the league. We've been there, we've done that. The excitement they're going to have. They're a really good football team, really explosive with their quarterback when he's healthy, which he'll be healthy for us. Their receiver, they're big and long on defense. Coach Minter does a nice job. You can tell there's an emphasis on them being successful there. And so it's going to be a great challenge for us to get ready to go and, again, continue to build. And we did some good things Saturday night, but I don't think we've really put together that full three-phase, everything, all cylinders, 4 quarters football game that we're looking for. So got to get ready to go, as it is every week. It's as much about us as it is about anything. Having a great week of preparation starting today, and see if we can get ready to go play. I'll open the floor for questions.
You talk about Bronson. Obviously, we all know he went out of the game. You just update us.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you, Bronson's had some bad luck this year. He got kind of rolled up on earlier with an ankle, and then he just went to brace himself, just on the ground and dislocated his elbow. So he'll be out this week and hopefully be back at some point in time, but we don't know exactly what that timetable is. So it's just been unfortunate. He had a nice hole and was going to – he might have had a chance to score on the play, actually. But it's unfortunate. Like I told him yesterday, he's had some bad luck.
Can you update the progress with Sam? I know you said he was practicing anyway.
Yeah, he practiced last week. He traveled with us. Obviously, he's going to get a lot more reps this week, simply with Bronson not being able to go. So hopefully Sam can – hadn't done anything in a while. So hopefully we can get him back up to speed and he can be available for Saturday.
You said it's dynamic quarterback for Campbell, kind of dual threat. Can you compare him to anybody that you faced so far?
Yeah, I don't know if I have a direct comparison. He can do both. He can run, he can throw. And then they got some, really good wideouts that they've been able to get the ball to. The kid got hurt in the Monmouth game. Didn't play last week. Like I said, I'm pretty sure he'll be available for Saturday. But they do some good things on offense, and they're able to use him in different ways. I don't know if I got a direct comparison, John. Kid's a good player. And they've been able. You look back, they've been able to score some points.
As you wind the season closer to the end, these OGs, I think, knowing, of course, that it's their final year, do they get more vocal? Do they get a little louder in terms of leading the rest of these?
I haven't necessarily noticed anything one way or the other. I think probably this week will be a little tough for them. I shouldn't say tough, but I'm giving those kids a chance to get up in front of the team and talk, and sometimes that brings up, some emotions of, that there is an end. Hopefully not soon, but that there is an end in sight, for those guys. But haven't noticed anything in particular. But I'm sure it goes on. I probably don't hear a lot about most of that, Brian, to be honest with you. But it is a unique group, and it's one of those things that you don't really realize what it's about till you get removed from it. And I think the whole deal was that in 15, 20 years, they could tell their kids and grandkids about what they did and what the foundation they laid and the things that they, the blood, sweat, and tears they put into something that, and to see where it goes and what it does. And it was meant to be a long-lasting deal, not a quick fix, short-term thing. Everything was done here to be long-term, not short-term. So, it's a group that started around 80, you know what I mean? And now you're down to 18. It's crazy when you think about it. And there's been a lot of impactful kids along the way with this program, but those are the ones still here, that were in that first team meeting. So it's and we're doing some things you guys have seen to kind of honor them. The best way to honor them is for everybody on our team to go out and play their very best on Saturday. That's the best way to honor them. But we are going to do some other things along with that.
I was going to say, putting the names on the back of the jerseys is kind of unique, considering it's always been, about the
Yep.
big group as opposed to
Yep.
a smaller group. So how did that come about?
Well, I usually try to plan this stuff out before the season starts and come up with an idea, some things we want to do. And I knew there's some things I wanted to do to honor that group. And, we haven't used those jerseys since our first year. And, going back to our very first uniform, when we went to East Tennessee State and played the first game, I thought would be impactful. And then, it still had the old Big South logo on it still. And the inaugural patches we took off, we're going to put them back on. So it's something. And then just to recognize the OGs, it's something that kids always like. At the end of the day, you play for what's on the front of your jersey, not necessarily what's on the back of your jersey. But I think this is a unique situation, and it's very deserving. And went ahead and did all the seniors, not just the OGs, and so just something kind of unique for them. In some small ways, try to show some gratitude for what they've done. We say it enough, but any little thing you can do, I think it's huge. They put a lot of work in to building this thing.
Are you doing the whole first ever game uniform, gold pants, gold helmet?
Everything.
That's good.
It's identical to what we wore in the first game. So pants, jersey, helmet, everything's the same. Absolutely.
There's a lot of talk before homecoming about the whiteout, and is there a procedure you guys have to go through to wear whites at home, or is that solely a home team decision?
No, well, before the season, when you're going to do something like that, you send a letter or you communicate with the team, and really just say, hey, we'd like to wear, our white at home. Are you guys all right with that? And we did that for the season with Campbell, and that's standard operating procedure. Dark is what you wear at home, and some teams do it regular, like Tech and Georgia Tech and LSU. Some teams do it a lot, but standard operating procedure is to communicate that on the front end, which we did. And they were good with it. So we've never won white at home, and the odds are we'll probably never will again. There's a lot of uniqueness to it.
There's so many relationships people develop in this game over the years, and obviously you have a lot of them with coaches, players, guys you've worked with over the years. Do you think you'll always have a special place in your heart for this whole group that got this?
No question. No question. No question. Without a doubt. It's a special group, will always be a special group. There'll never be another group like them. There'll never be another group like them. You can't, it's impossible. I don't know. It's about as good as I can say it.
Everybody's going to be glued to the TV tonight to see where, Georgia is in the first college playoff rankings. Not many people know that you guys have one coming up on Wednesday. I'm just kind of curious, is that something that you guys even pay attention to? Because it's not necessarily in your control, but how much, is it a talking point? How much do you put into that?
I don't put anything into it. I'm glad you informed me that it's tonight. I don't put anything into it. At the end of the day, we got to control what we can control, and that's going to get ready to play. All that stuff, like I've said before, whether it's a ranking or whatever, that's great for us as a whole. I'm not knocking it, but we have goals and aspirations, and one day at a time, 1 week at a time. I know it's cliche, but it is what it is. That's what we got to focus on. We can't worry about that. All the dust will settle with all that when the regular season's over. Just like the other poll you talked about. When the regular season's over, all that'll work itself out. Right now, we just got to control what we can control, and that's our preparation to get ready to go play. I'm not minimizing it by any means, but no.